Good morning, Death Row. It's penitentiary now.
With Lucy and Viv.
Penitentiary now.
And Warden Mooney.
And Pete.
Nobody cares if either of you two are on the show.
My mother does. She's in cell 23. Hi, Mom.
Didn't mention it last night when I was doing her.
Mommy.
Oh, that got vicious fast.
When is it not vicious in prison? We'll start with prison business report and then today's menu.
Many meals include condiments.
Then there's a review of what to look forward to for you monkey mouths.
Listening to this podcast beats doing the Dutch.
That is an audacious claim, Miss Viv.
Pete, I'd guard that other eye if I were you.
I changed my mind. Listening to this podcast that does beat doing the Dutch.
There you go.
Warden Mooney, would you provide the prison business update? Why prisoners would care about prison business? Mooney got his drawers in a cluster over not doing a prison business update.
Here's the cluster drawers, Mooney, with prison business or whatever. Try not to off yourself without boredom. I'll try not to either.
Chow Hall Brenda, after 40 years of serving approximately food in our chow hall, collapsed and died. Then she hemorrhaged a massive amount of her blood into the Thousand Island.
Prison sepsis, Reuben.
I was going to do a quick eulogy.
Well, you say one more word and the eulogy will be yours, you dig? That's right. He may speak again soon. I say when.
Next up is Pete with today's Chow Hall Chow menu. Take it away, Pete.
You haven't eaten it yet. Oh, sorry, Miss Viv. I'm not hip to your movie lingo. I thought you meant your lunch tray.
If I had a claw hammer, you wouldn't have a nose. What is the main dish on the chow menu, please, Pete?
Chigger sandwich. What else, Miss Viv?
Mush of the day, weevil of the day, choice of milk, 0.0001% beige or staff-free chocolate-like milk.
Some meals include condiments.
Followed by the Prison Shadow Puppet Network presents Brake Fluid Theater.
Isn't brake fluid prison slang for liquid thorazine?
Yes.
So it's liquid thorazine theater.
Yes. With shadow puppets.
How does that all work for people in the hall doing all day and a night?
Life without parole.
They won't have internet anyway.
On today's Brake Fluid Theater, Pete will play the part of Gomer Pyle in a reenactment of the blanket party scene from Full Metal Jacket.
I am. That seems contrary to my nature. I thought this was puppets.
It's a scene where he's wrapped up in a blanket and then pummeled with pillowcases full of bars of soap.
I wish this didn't have to happen.
We're going to go ahead and do that now.
Wow, that may break some ribs, Pete. And, they say broken ribs hurt the most. Anywho, what can I do to help?
Can you help us get bars of soap?
No.
How important are the ratings of this podcast to you, Warden Mooney?
I do know where 15 doorknobs are.
Doorknobs?
That'll work.
Well, won't they be more painful than soap?
How important are the ratings of this podcast to you, Pete?
I'll do it.
I'll get the pillowcases.
I'll get the doorknobs.
You don't have to be so happy about it.
Doorknob slinging is the cat's pajamas.
All right, Fiesta episode 260, a very Fmarfy November. Give it up for our amazing cast from Hudspeth, JuliAnna Briscoe,
Yeah!
and Kristin Keith.
Yay!
I am your host and humble narrator, Richard Houghton.
Yeah, he is, and he always will be.
Tonight's show is a celebration of November events.
Presented by the fan favorite Fmarfs.
The Fmarfs were tiny gumdrop people with mushroom heads or something.
Were they?
I don't know. It was too hard to look up.
Yeah. Well, tonight you will get a buttload of those mushroom-headed gumdrop Fmarfs.
Before we get to the Fmarfs, we have a completely unrelated next segment called 10 Minutes of Gunnery Jeff Jokes. Thank John Gunnery Jeff as the sociopath, Bazooka Joe.
Then we'll have the Fmarfs.
Yeah, it's almost like we didn't want to do the Fmarfs at all.
Far out. Let's be it. Gunnery Jeff and his gang. Joke number 1.
I ordered apple, server Lurpy. This looks like peach.
What does it taste like, Gunnery Jeff?
I'm not sure.
Then what difference does it make?
I'm very allergic to peach. If it's peach, I'll be dead before you can dial 911.
Oh.
Gunnery Jeff and his gang. Gunnery Jeff and his gang. Joke number 2.
Hey, Patra, I can go steady with anybody I please.
Why don't you then, Scrappy?
Because I don't please anybody.
Is it because little Scrappy won't get hard?
Oh.
Gunnery Jeff, joke number 7.
3.
Or 3. I skipped ahead. It's number 3. Got it.
It's the other looking one. All right, so Gunnery Jeff, I think I'm going to flunk my history test today on account of sickness.
You're sick, Patra?
No, but the kid I copied from is home with a cold.
He died. I just got a phone call. I guess you're going to fail.
Oh.
Gunnery Jeff and his gang, joke number 4.
How may I help you, Lurpy? Really, your name is Lurpy?
Give me a mousetrap. Quickly, please. I have to catch a bus.
Sorry, you don't make any that big.
Yeah. Got it.
Eating bus will kill us.
Oh.
Gunnery Jeff and his gang. Joke number 5.
Scrappy, is this enough for 3 socks?
Wow. 3 socks? Why 3 socks?
My mom
Gunnery
wants to knit
Jeff?
socks. My mom wants to knit socks for the dude she's banging in the army.
But why 3 socks?
Well, he wrote in his letter, 2 weeks in the army, and I've grown another foot. And another head that is eating my original head.
Oh. He's doing your mom.
Gunnery Jeff and his gang, joke number 6.
Petra, I got these medals at school.
What did you get them for, Scrappy?
Well, I got one for good memory.
And the other one?
I don't remember.
It was for killing Martin, assuming his identity.
Oh.
Okay, now it's time for Gunnery Jeff and his gang, joke number 7.
Gunnery Jeff, can I have a bite?
Nope.
He never gives me anything.
Yeah, I did. What did I give you 3 weeks ago?
Give me? What the hell are you talking about?
The measles.
How is that funny?
Well, it was actually measles, AIDS, and the Delta variant.
Oh.
Gunnery Jeff and his gang, joke number 8.
For dinner, Lurpy.
Okay, Patra, I'm here, and we're eating now. The onions have a strange odor. What did you put on them?
Perfume to kill the smell. Poison your throat will slam shut momentarily.
Oh.
Gunnery Jeff and his gang. Joke number 9.
Gunnery Jeff, yesterday I took Lurpy to Burger Room for dinner, but after the date, she wouldn't let me kiss her goodnight.
What do you think you did wrong, Scrappy?
I ordered onion rings.
Well, that was friggin' stupid.
Yeah, but it's cool. I'm stalking her now.
Oh, dude, how many is that now?
Gunnery Jeff and his gang, joke number 10.
Petra, if I cut across your field, will I be able to catch the 6:30 train?
Gunnery Jeff, if my bull sees you, you'll catch the 5:30 train. Or the airplane helicopter. You'll be going up AF. No.
Aww.
And what the F do I care? Next up, notable November birthdays and the Fmarfs. Up now, notable November birthday facts with the Fmarfs. I know I just called it something else. Who has proofreader money?
Gather round, Fmarfs. Hello, Unity. You're a Fmarfly efficient gatherer. I see that you Fmarf an oboe, but I Fmarf no questions about it.
You don't? Because I can smurf you everything there is to smurf about the oboe. Perhaps I should explain with an oboe sonata.
No. We're gathering around to Fmarfrate famous historical humans with Fmarf connections.
Fmarf DNA is as common in humans as Pickle DNA is in pound puppies.
You Fmarf? How you Fmarf somebody's really smart knack.
How, Fmarfetta?
They're not constantly trying to Fmarf how smart they are.
What was that a compliment?
Focus, Fmarfs.
Oboe music is a universal focus gloomer. What's a gloomer?
Unity, are you Fmarfing up words now to try to make oboes interesting? It doesn't matter. Famous humans who have birthdays in November. Knack, you're up.
I'll go. Marie Curie was born on November 7th, 1867. She's known as the first person ever to be awarded with 2 Nobel Prizes.
That's the part humans know. What about the Fmarf parts?
Fmarfs accidentally left polonium and radium on the windowsill to cool.
And Marie nabbed it?
Yep, damn straight, bitch.
Marie Curie, polonium thief.
Marie Curie, focus gloomer, and oboe enthusiast.
Unsubstantiated oboe enthusiast. Knack, you're up.
I'll go.
Well, who's the focus glummer now?
Yeah, okay, I'll go. Grace Kelly. Grace Kelly was born on November 12th, 1929. She starred in dozens of movies and TV shows before Fmarfing Her Serene Highness, Princess Grace of Monaco.
And the Fmarf part?
Her one car accident in France was triggered by Fmarfalingus. What a way to go.
Knack, you're up. Doggo. Astronaut Alan Shepard was born November 18th, 1923. Shepard was the first American in space.
And the Fmarf part?
He had a space Fmarf orgy. Spawned many children.
All were put down like unclean Fmarf dogs in the pound.
Knack, you're up.
What? Really?
Don't make me change my mind.
Daniel Boone was born on November 2nd, 1734. Now, many know him as a hero of the American West and know him for his iconic Fmarfskin cap.
And the Fmarf part?
Why didn't Fmarf supposed to do a Fmarf part?
How could you not Fmarf that? You are on thin ice.
You should have Fmarfed the Fmarf part. Quick oboe fact! The first oboe was the mid-17th century invention of Jacques Hotteterre and Michel Philidor.
You see, Knack, this is what happens when you don't pull your Fmarfing weight. You have to learn about Fmarfing oboes.
This has been November Birthday Facts with the Fmarfs. Up next, November, National Days.
Up immediately after I finish this sentence, November National Days.
We did very little research to come up with what we're calling the quintessential list of the national days that occur in November.
Let's dive right in. We don't have much time.
And how is saying that helping whatsoever?
November 14th is National Pickle Day.
Yay!
Wait a minute. Aren't all American pickles filled with botulinum toxin?
Right, jackass. If all humans die, we get all their stuff.
Oh, even their oboes?
What are some of the fun National Pickle Day activities?
All I know about now is oboes. Well, I also know that California, Colorado, Florida, Texas, and Wisconsin are among the largest pickle producers in the United States.
Okay, that was pitiful. Who else has one?
Oh, National Hiking Day is on November 17th. LBJ established the program that has doubled the number of trails in America.
And?
What do you mean, and?
Well, I was expecting something about elbows.
I'll go! Day of the Dead from October 31st to November 2nd is All Souls Day.
This Mexican holiday is rapidly gaining popularity in the U.S.
It'll be a great way for us to infiltrate and compromise the human race into oblivion.
Day of the Dead is a remembrance of the family and friends who have died.
National Vanilla Cupcake Day is on November 10th.
Who said vanilla cupcakes were boring? Somebody foolish.
It was me. Why are you cheating on me on this podcast?
We're positive this recipe will wow you and tickle even the most finicky of taste buds.
We don't have time to really look up a recipe. Next!
This has been November National Days. Next up, November Fmarfscopes.
November Fmarfscopes.
Up until now, the content of this episode has been somewhat humanocentric.
This segment will be exhaustingly Smartphocentric.
It's November Fmarfscopes.
It's an oboe company.
No!
It's a segment that features November Fmarfscopes. Our Fmarfscopes incorporated elements from other astrology.
And mush them into a paste and poop them out. And
here they are, the 4 Fmarfscopes that occur in November.
First, it's Bruce. Let me break Bruce down for you.
I will. Bruce used to be the symbol of diligence, persistence, and Fmarfsnecessity.
Used to be. What is Bruce now?
Bruce was a Fmarful friend that made great contributions to the development of Fmarf society.
Now, Bruce is also the symbol of defective individual cheese slice wrappers, too.
People born in the month and or week of Bruce are industrious, cautious, Fmarf their faith firmly, and always offer help, but don't really help.
Bruce's Fmarfscope for Fmarfs, born in November. Stand 4 inches before where you usually stand. In 3 days, you will have defined your new personal space barrier.
Another November Fmarfscope symbol is Pamela. Now, Pamelas are brave and terrifying, and are the symbol of power and luggage.
Pamelas are a patron deity for Fmarf children and Fmarf parents who will prepare Fmarf-a-day shoes and hats, which Pamela designs for their babies and luggage.
Pamela's Fmarfscope for November. Invest enough in the plow, and harvesting can Fmarf a nacho break.
Next Smarfscope is November is Vanessa. Vanessa is composed of 9 animals,
including the body of a snake, the horns of a Fmarf, the head of an ox, the mouth of a crocodile, the Fmarfs of an eagle, and the Fmarfs of a fish.
Vanessa enjoys a very high reputation and represents Smarfspiciousness and imperial power since ancient times.
Vanessa sounds great.
She also talks about meal planning all the damn time.
Oh, ew.
Yeah, Vanessa's Smarfoscope is, you will Smarf into great wealth, but it will belong to some Smarf else. Lawyer up.
Our last November Smarfoscope is Steve.
Steve is among the Smurfs that Smurfs like the most.
Steve is docile, mellow, and timid.
Steve reminds people of beautiful things and of melted army men.
And the plaster of Paris clown shoes.
And mini bikes with sissy bars.
And Danish parades with Smurfs eating Danish.
Steve is considered Smurfdacious since a really long time ago. He could get really good at Smurf dogs and nobody else could.
Steve was often used to offer as a sacrifice and pray for Smurf fortune.
Steve was the currency in ancient times, and thus Steve represents rich and lucky with infected ears.
That was November Fmarfscopes. Up next, it's Fmarf Movies opening in November.
Our final segment of the night is Fmarf Movies opening in November.
Coming on November 5th, 2021, Fmarf Turtles. The Parkers ran Fmarf Town and antagonized the externals Fmarfing around in their town.
Fmarf Turtles. The Parkers are not Fmarfing around like they're bad guy Fmarf real guns and stuff.
Fmarf Turtles assume that said Fmarf is either a teamster or a mobster.
November 8th, it's Ida Fmarf, an eclectic indie film about Fmarf dreamers.
Trying to Fmarf their own five and dime.
Only to be quickly Fmarfed execution style by the Fmarf mob.
And the Fmarf mob said it's a 4 and 9 or nothing.
They said nothing.
Ida Fmarf. Coming on November 12th, 2021, it's Whimper Cocky.
A single mother juggles bison for scrap metal.
Oh, that's some good bison juggling. Here's some scrap metal.
Thanks.
A single mother manages bison juggling in her spleen purification truck.
My spleen Fmarf's great.
And her only child.
Mommy, I cannot Fmarf with you, hence I'm a Fmarf to the help.
Whimper Cocky. Next up on November 24th, it's Overrun. The cutthroat world of shrimp fishing.
From the shrimp's point of view.
Got it. I would imagine shrimps would sound something like this.
The humans will destroy themselves by fighting.
As a shrimp, I'd laugh at them, but our central nervous system is the same vein as poo.
And next up on November 26, 2021, is the House of Noki.
House of Noki, the story of a pasta.
A gnocchi is actually a dumpling made out of potatoes.
Unity, practice your oboe for 3 hours in next dressing room after the show.
That's supposed to be a slam to me, but I'm so there. Oboes are double readed.
Smurf Sharona, Smurf me now.
House of Noki is like a gripping yarn and gripping, like really holding on to yarn. You think?
Also, closing us out tonight is Repeat.
Pete and Repeat. We're sitting on a fence and Pete fell off and who was left?
Repeat.
Pete and Repeat.
Repeat. Cutter broken. Can we go?
That was Holiday Movies opening in November or something like that. Long time ago.
And this concludes the Fmarf portion of our program.
That's very good news, because where there are Fmarfs, there's a cluster Fmarf.
Cluster
Cluster
Fmarf.
Fmarf. Cluster
Cluster
Fmarf.
Fmarf. Cluster Fmarf. And this has been Far Out Fiesta episode 260.
Wow.
Very Fmarfy November, ending on a cluster Fmarf.
Absolutely.
Please give it up for amazing cast. Robb Hudspeth.
Woo!
JuliAnna Briscoe. And Kristin Keith. I am also your host and humble narrator, Richard Houghton.
As you always are and shall be.
Yes, I am and continue to be and shall in the future be as well.
Yes.
Before we do our hours of plugs, I have questions, and one of them is just a short answer, and the other is a ranking, a 1 to 3 ranking. So for the short answer, what is the basic chore you're most likely to procrastinate about completing? The basic chore you're most likely to procrastinate to keep yourself from doing it, to procrastinate from doing the chore. We'll go ahead and do this one first, and then we'll do the 3. So the basic chore you're most likely to procrastinate to keep from doing. I'll go first. It's putting away laundry. I hate that. I'll even fold it and not put it away. I just hate that. I procrastinate, and it just sits in larger piles. So that's it. So Jules, is there a basic chore that you are most likely to procrastinate completing?
I don't know. I just have to keep trekking through it.
That's
I don't know.
okay.
There's too many of them.
Okay, that's fair. What about you, Kristin? Is there a chore that you're most likely to postpone, procrastinate?
Okay, this is gonna sound odd. It is, for me, it's a chore.
Okay.
For everybody else, it probably isn't, but it's answering messages from people.
No, that is a chore for sure.
I get anxiety about texting people back or answering emails. I don't know why.
I understand that under certain circumstances for sure. What about you, Robb? Chore that you're going to procrastinate?
Well, I'm thinking right now downstairs there's a bunch of clothes that are folded and a bunch of clothes that need to be folded, and none of it has been put up yet.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm like you, Richard. I could just sit down there and watch TV and fold clothes all day, but then they'll just sit there.
Yep, the piles get bigger. The piles get bigger until somebody's coming over, and then I got to put them away. All right. Of these 3, I guess I'm thinking of in terms of airplane games, but you could play them anywhere. Would you prefer to do rank these in order? Word search, crossword puzzle, or Sudoku? So ranking your puzzles, I would say crossword, word search, which is the thing that you draw rings around words, and then Sudoku. I used to play Sudoku all the time, and I got burned on it, and I can't play it well anymore, so I hate it now. So crossword, word search, and Sudoku is my order. What about you, Robb?
I just like to bother my fellow passengers with Mad Libs.
That's so good. So you get a lot of adjectives and adverbs.
Yeah, no, I guess I would have to say I'm with you. Probably crosswords, word search, and I never played Sudoku.
I got hooked on them for a while, but it was a nasty breakup. What about you, Kristin?
Crossword first, word search second, and I've never played Sudoku.
Okay, it's kind of fun.
It's too much math, man.
It's mathy. It's a little mathy.
Who made math fun?
Not me.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I really did used to like them until now. I, for some reason, developed a block and I can't complete them. What about you, Jules?
I think mine's going to be kind of similar.
Yeah.
I've never played Sudoku, but probably word search, then crossword puzzles.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's fine. All right, cool. Has anybody got anything coming up? Anything cool coming up they would like to share with the literally billions of people that are hearing these words? All right. Well, the Mary Scary, it's actually number 5. Mary Scary number 5 got postponed a little bit because we didn't have enough teams registered. The new kickoff is on the 21st of November. Just go to the Texas Horror Cult website. You can find out more. And I don't remember when the screenings are, but they'll be sometime in December. Mary Scary number 5. Also, do you guys know that Vice Mayor's Closes campaign? It looked like they may have gotten the money, but I'm not sure.
Really?
Yeah, because they were posting stuff like the last day of the shoot and stuff like that today. So I'm not sure. Well, check it out. You may still be able to contribute to Vice Mayors.
I'm sure they'll be happy to take your money still.
They'll take your dough. The campaign may be complete. I'm not sure. I'm confused. That's a bad plug. Has anybody got anything else? All right, cool. See you next week. Good night.